Thank you very much, Evert, for the introduction. Thank you, Zoran, for the invitation, and thank you, Luca, for the preparation and for the help. So I'm going to speak about my experience during the World Cup 2018. I will speak about 4 steps. The 4 steps. The first step is preparation for the tournament. The second step is training period before the tournament. After, I will speak about the tournament period and the post-tournament period. So 4 phases, but everything starts with the preparation. So we are going to speak about this phase. So obviously, the objective is to prepare everything to put the players in the best condition. I think it could be simple, but it's not always the case, as I have seen from the teams. They were not prepared for everything, and we have to, even if you think about everything, sometimes you miss something. It happens to us as well. You have always some new things happen, players injured, and we have to, the best is to anticipate everything before. So to anticipate most of the things, because it's difficult to anticipate all of the things, what we have done is just to focus on the information that are collected during the competition. So it's during this time, so in April and May, sorry. So we collected some data, the playtime, position played, tactical, technical, physical data from platform data. Of course, we collected some medical information as well, but medical doctor was in charge of this topic. You have to find between 6 months and 8 months earlier, before the tournament, you have to find a training camp. So it means you have to think about the gyms, the pitches, the activities when you are in the hotel or in the training camp, the leisure, the medical facilities, the pool, everything to recover as well. You have to think about the nutrition. So the nutrition, it means the choice of the menu, the ingredient. When you are in a country, you have to think about your specialty, because sometimes you don't find what the players like. So you have to think about all of the specific products you can need during this tournament. Also, you have to anticipate the hotel where you will play, where you will play some OE match. So you have the difficult task to think about if you have to stay, for example, after a game, because you are going to play at nighttime. So sometimes you have to play at nighttime, and or to come back. So you have to think about the time you need to come back at the training camp or to stay in the hotel. So it's sometimes a difficult decision, but it's an important, very important choice as well, because obviously you have to optimize the sleep of the players and the recovery. So an important task is the communication with the clubs. So, but for one of the key points is to respect the General Data Protection Regulations, so the GDPR. The chapter 3 on right of the data. Sometimes we don't think about that, but it's very important. We just wrote an article on this topic with FIFPro. When new technology arrives so fast, players need a voice they can trust. And privacy is critical, and you need the approval of the players to collect the information in the clubs, and also to send back the information and the data as well. So it's very important to get the approval from the players in both senses. Communication with the club. So when you got the approval from the players to exchange, because sometimes they don't want to for you to exchange the data. So when you got this the information, this approval, you can ask the result of the test. Most of the information you can get is good. Physical performance of the last matches. It means the mean, the standard deviation of the performance during the season, the workload of the last 4 weeks, but also the workload during the season. So the usual workload they can cope. the injury prevention program, but because obviously if you are going to do a new exercise, it could be it could create some damage for the player. So you have to make sure the player will cope with your injury prevention program. And sometimes you can also take his usual injury prevention program to individualize and to adapt to each player. The level of fitness, it's sometimes I ask subjectively from 1 to 5 to the players, just to see how we can adapt the training load, the ability to recover between matches, and the practices to implement to help the players to perform well and to avoid injuries. Head of physio, what we ask the recovery protocol implemented, the practice to introduce to put the players in the best condition, and also the specific injury prevention programs they have done with the players. The nutritionist, it's important to get the nutrition plan, the level of knowledge, because sometimes it's good to know if the players has a good level of knowledge because he will know what he has to do, and if the level is low, it's important to be in his back just to make sure he's going to eat what he has to eat after the match, or before the session, after the session. Which supplements they used during when they are in the club, just to cope and to adapt the nutrition plan. After, with the medical doctors, what we asked, it was the previous injuries in the last 3 months, the acute disease in the last 3 months, the type of treatment they got, and the sleep. Important things as well, for example, if they got asthma, if they got allergy, it's important to know it, especially in June during the tournament, because sometimes it can happen. Also, the type of chronotype you got, it's important to know it. And good thing as well, what we have done, it was a visit in the club just to see how the players work in his club. So when you can visit some players in the clubs, it can help to understand how does it work and how we can optimize the level of performance. You have to know about the list. So for us, it was the 23rd of May 2018. In 2024, it's about 16th. We don't know yet if the team could select 23 or 26 players. It's important as well here. You have to cope with the last match of the National League, because it differs from the 12th of May 2018 and the 20th of May 2018 in 2018 for us, but it's exactly the same in 2024, because some leagues close the 18th and the 19th of May, and some of them the 26th of May, like Spain and Italy. Some players, they can play the final of the Champions League, so it means all of the players, they won't be there during the pre-training before the tournament with the players selected. They won't be there. The same for Europa League, because some they play not for the final of the Europa Conference. It's 29th of May, so you have to cope with that. And here, the fitness coach has to prepare and to individualize a specific program according to the end of each championship. It's important as well to think about the players. They are not in the list, but they can be called during the time where they are able to come back, and you have to prepare a specific program for them, because if you for us, it was our cases. We got 5 players, they were in the reserve list, so I have to deliver some programs for them, just to make sure if they are called, they will be ready and to be 100% to join the team. The training period, you have the friendly matches. You have to think about the test, the mass, the fat mass, the workload to individualize, the injury prevention, the injured player, when the players come from the club. Some players, they are injured, and you have to make sure they will be ready to play with the team as soon as possible, because otherwise they have to stay with the club. So sometimes you have to make a decision about that. That's never easy. So here it's important to communicate with the club just to make sure the players will be able to play during the tournament. Also, big things, some players, it happened to us as well, some players can sign for a new club during this period, during the period of the pre-tournament, the training period pre-tournament. And sometimes it's difficult from the mental side, because they are focused on signing a new club, and they are not fully focused on the competition. We have to think also during this period about the nutrition plan, the hydration plan, and sleep, which type of pillow. So if you can individualize the type of pillow and mattress, it helps also to recover faster. What we have done during the preparation, we have educated all of the team about hydration protocol, just to make sure they can hear one voice and to deliver what we have to deliver during the tournament, and to optimize everything. And so we educate them about nutrition, hydration, pre-match meal, sleep, and also it was displayed in the training camp as well during the tournament. The recovery protocol, so what do they have to do immediately after the match, and also the day after the match. So here it was clear, it was written, it was explained why we have done that. Everything was evidence-based and it helps them to apply these protocols. During the tournament, we have to think about the weather condition. You have to anticipate which weather condition you will find, if it's hot, humid, if the match will be played afternoon or nighttime. We have to anticipate extra time, because if everything can be, we have to optimize everything for extra time, for hydration, and everything has to be prepared before that. Here it was a day, an example of day. You have the breakfast, gym session every morning, video session, lunch, nap, snack, warm up in the gym, just an activation, the session on the pitch, post session in the gym, sorry, the recovery session as well, dinner and sleep. It was an example of you have to think about the leisure as well, because it's important to be well, and for the team cohesion, it's very important. It's something, it can help to win, and we have to think about that, just to create the best condition to be well and to be 100%. Here it was an example of the protocol we have used during this tournament. End of the match was hydration, tart cherry juice, milk chocolate, cold bath, meal, compression garment, and sleep. It was what we have done immediately after the match. And the day after the match, it was we got a warm up on the bike. We got foam roller, upper body strength. We got a bath, massage, meal, and nap. It was done the morning after the match. Here it's during the tournament period, what we have done as well, we have tested the players on isometric force. So the day after the match, we tested the isometric force just to see the level of decrement of the isometric force on the hamstring. And we did it because what we have done in a study, we have done this test, and we have found a relationship between non-contact injuries and the level of decrement of isometric force. So it can help to recover. And what we have done as well, we have used what we have done, the video doesn't work, but what we have done, we have used these results, because when the players didn't fully recover, we adjust the training load. So it means, for example, if the decrement of force 2 days after the match was 10%, the players had an extra recovery period. And if it was the same 3 days after, we adjust the quantity of training for the player. So it helps to individualize what they have to do during training. Here it's the post-tournament period, so it's the fourth phase, 4 steps. It was after the tournament, we have an injury report to implement. We send, of course, the body mass and the body fat of the players, because we recorded this body fat and the body mass every 2 times per week. And we sent to the clubs a workload report with the playtime and all of the things we got. That's all. Thank you very much.